Hey guys, Nicole here with Momentum Accounting, and this video is for anybody who owns a business that has ebbs and flows and cash flow. So even though you may be profitable, your cash flow may be a little bit unpredictable because you have a lot of accounts receivable or project work or things like that. So here I'm going to give you a system that you can implement right now that will make sure that or guarantee that you'll always make payroll. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. So every week, choose a day of the week, doesn't matter which day, choose a day of the week to meet with your accounting team. And what you're going to do is you're going to look at three things. Okay, you are first going to look at an accounts payable aging report. So the accounts payable aging report is going to be all of the bills that have been entered into your accounting system, and the name of the vendor, the amount due, and the invoice date and the due date. Okay, so you know all of the bills that you need to pay that are upcoming. And then on the flip side of that, you're going to look at your accounts receivable aging report, which is what customers owe you money. And an important part of this process is that when your accountant comes to this meeting with you, they should have reconciled or entered all the bank transactions in the accounting software up to right before that meeting. So you know when you're looking at it, it's current. So this is a weekly process, making sure that the bank's data gets entered weekly. And anything, if you're using a payment processor, making sure any issues with the payment processor are resolved, so you know you can trust that accounts receivable aging report. And so what you're going to do is you're going to have your accountant put together a 2-week cash flow forecast. So the cash flow forecast is going to show excuse me, when payroll's coming out. So 2 weeks covers at least one payroll period, right? That's why we want 2 weeks at least. Anything over 2 weeks isn't going to be really accurate. So two weeks is a sweet spot. And then anything that's recurring that comes out, right? So if you have rent that comes out, insurance, things like that you know are coming out, any credit card payment amounts that are due, any loan payments that are due. So basically you can see 2 weeks out, I know all the cash that's coming out for sure. And then based on your accounts receivable aging report, usually you know which customers, how long it takes them to pay. They kind of get into a pattern, right? And so, or maybe you've called them to follow up with past due accounts and they've given you a date. So you're going to estimate when you think the cash is going to come in from your customers. And then the last step is going to be, okay, so we know this much is coming in, or we have an idea of what's coming in. We know this much is going out. What's left then that we can pay out this week for bills? So you're going to decide which vendors you're going to pay. And it could be some vendors are more priority, some are due sooner, some, I always find that tax accountants and lawyers will let their bills hang out there the longest, so they usually get paid last. But anyway, so you're going to decide which vendors you're going to pay. And if there are any vendors that are past due that you can't pay, you can always reach out to them and let them know, hey, we're not going to get the bill out this week, but we're going to get it out, or not going to get your bill paid this week, but we plan on getting it paid, next week or something, just to give them some assurance and make sure you're keeping that relationship. So if you do this every week consistently, you'll always make payroll, right? Or you'll know if you have a cash shortage coming out and you can take action immediately, whether that be drawing on a line of credit or if the owner needs to put in additional capital. So I hope that's helpful. And if you want to know more about Momentum Accounting, feel free to go to our website, momentumaccounting.com. We are an outsourced accounting team for small businesses. Look forward to seeing you at the next video.